They just accepted the onesie that she gave them.
Fire.
Complete
Hey,
ass
bro.
shot.
Hey, bro. So you're telling me,
lullabies.
if a sexy Dami mommy is like, put this onesie on and let me baby you, you're gonna be like, no? I'd be like, yes, sir, yes, ma'am.
Not in a public school.
I'd be like,
Yes, sir.
I'd be like, yes, ma'am.
That'd be the fucking grossest
like,
looking
"Mommy?"
thing.
Mommy, mama, milky mommy.
Jesus Christ, dude.
We have to cancel the podcast. This is it. We're done.
Oh,
no, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Welcome to today's episode. This is Josh's towel speaking. Thanks for dropping in. Josh is out of frame, so I'm gonna take over while he's away. Today, we're talking about love after world domination, guys, and it's gonna be a great time. Everybody gonna have fun. This episode podcast, 100 years. 100 years of this episode podcast. 100 years.
This is the dumbest fucking thing in the world.
What happened? I was away.
And you missed it, Josh. We gotta do it. Reroll it.
Okay.
Get everyone see
years.
everyone's fucking goddamn
What's good, YouTube?
nostrils.
Legacy of Heroes
Legacy
here,
of
back
Heroes here.
again, once again. And today, I'm gonna. I'm not gonna say that because I don't want Trav to get banned.
So you were gonna shake yourself?
It's gonna say something else. But...
Oh. Yeah.
We're gonna beat these children down.
Yeah, and today we're gonna beat the crap out of a young child and get praise for it.
Don't worry, they transform into a cake, so it's fine. And it's part bear.
Alright.
But I will start off by saying, last time we talked about this show, I was on the good side, meaning like I was fine with the show. I was enjoying it, but now at the end, I have definitely flipped. I do not think the show is that great. It's like, it's just so like generic in so many rights, and it just, you have nothing to grab onto in this show. It's literally nothing happens. There's no consequences for anything, but we can go into more detail about that later. But
no, actually, since we're not going like episode by episode, we're just kind of talking about all these 8 episodes together. I actually want to just to air it all out because I'm confused why you switched, because I kind of switched to liking the show. I don't like it, but I liked it a lot more than I did for the first 4 episodes. Like, for me personally, if this was just a romance anime without the gimmick of the superhero villain stuff, and it was all these characters just in a normal high school setting, like a generic romance anime, I would like it a lot more. I would actually enjoy the show. But because they have to break away from the actual funny stuff to do the stupid superhero crap, I'm like, okay, that pulls me out. But like the school festival, the just all the times they're not doing any superhero crap, I'm enjoying the show.
But that's the thing I want to bring up. There wasn't enough like superheroing stuff,
There was too much for me.
It was like all in the background. It was like a scene with them sitting together, explosions in the background, and then it's just like we don't really see that many fights between Gecko and the Gelato forces. It's literally just them sitting together talking to each other.
Yeah,
like,
well, that's
and then they
about, though.
Yeah, but come on, man. Like, what other shows are we gonna get this gimmick where the villain's gonna want to fuck the hero? Like, they didn't take advantage of it. And there was like so the thing about this show that I mentioned slightly earlier was that every like bad situation that pops up where like Decimi gets annoyed with Fudo, it gets resolved like the next scene. There's no tension. There's no like ramifications for anybody's actions. It's like there's a scene where Decimi's getting like promoted to become a beast, and she rejects that offer, but then instead of getting punished by, like her family, like reprimanded by them, or getting demoted or whatever, everyone's just like, that was so fucking brave of you. I can't believe it, you know? And they just spin it. It's like no decision in this show matters. Nothing matters. And it just keeps rolling. And that's the thing, I couldn't grab onto anything. There was just nothing to, because whatever like bad situation popped up, it was just gone in the wind the next scene. It just drove me nuts.
Okay, I just find it funny how Trav's like, man, there was no depth to the show. There was no, I couldn't grab on anything. Nothing. There was no
It started
consequences. And
off
yet,
generic,
no, no,
and
no, no,
then
no,
and I was
no, no,
hoping it would go
no, 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 no,
somewhere.
no, no, no. I'm saying this is like obviously it doesn't relate. I just find it funny how you're like, there was no consequences. There were like the characters made decisions, they should have consequences. And then there's Cromartie, and you're like, yeah, Cromartie.
It's such a deep fucking show. What do you mean?
It's fucking not, dude.
It, what do you mean? You know,
No, so like
all those pencils that got eaten the first episode, man.
like I said earlier, like this show, if it would have just been like honestly, if they would have just done it the Cromartie route, the characters, the comedy, like the everything about it would have been actually funny. It's the fact that they tried to throw in the superhero like big plot of evil versus good. If it would have been Decime and Futa at like two rival schools or something, that would have
I
been a lot
I,
better to
I
me.
think that would have worked a lot better. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. It was the superhero crap that just completely ruined the show for
Because
me.
like
Not
if it's
completely, but
like two rival schools, there's kind of like a gray area in between them. But when you
mhm.
have superheroes and villains, it's straight up black and white. There's no like middle ground for them unless they have
Yeah,
like a force they have to go against, like the super cake monster at the end.
and like at the same time, it's like the ending credit, like the last thing we see is like a hero for justice and an evil villain dead set on doing horrible things. Like she's not a villain at all. She's not evil at all. Like that's why I don't think it worked because they should have at least made Destiny seem a little mean or a little evil, but she's not. She's like the nicest, sweetest, most caring person in the world, and she just wants to be a villain because her dad was part, and her dad's not even like
It's just all
it
peer
makes no
pressure from
fucking
her
sense.
family. That's the entire excuse she became like a gecko soldier.
But
And
her mom isn't a soldier. Her mom is a normal fucking
she
woman,
was in a
and her
uniform, wasn't she?
no, her mom was just a normal woman. I'm pretty sure. And then
I don't know.
her dad was just some lowly grunt that perfected the art of
He
losing.
was fucking hilarious.
He
I
was great.
love that man.
Yeah, he was funny. He
Okay.
spent 20 years perfecting the art of losing.
Yeah, and then even Futos
You
like,
wouldn't understand my art of losing, would you? I do. Oh.
I do. Really? You are a man
Yeah.
of true men. But what the fuck else? No, you reminded me another reason why the show's going downhill for me is that for some effing reason, Decime has a relation with everybody. The
Yes, that annoyed me.
like with the green gelato dude, like just hearing the name Decime, he just starts shitting his pants, you know? And then now we get the backstory with him and her and how he was pretending to be her coach and taught her
The
like
o-
a lot of lessons.
the only two she didn't have anything to deal with were blue and yellow, right?
Yeah, because we never got any backstory on them. For all I
Yeah.
know, if we rolled a couple more episodes, Blue was like, she was the one that inspired me to keep going to chase after women. It's like some bullshit like that, dude. It was just,
The
The
thing that
only
uh,
the only interaction really that I don't think we get any interaction between Blue and Decime, and the only interaction we really ever get with the Yellow Ranger and her is that the Yellow Ranger says something along the lines of like, and granted, this is when she doesn't realize that she's like the Reaper Princess. This is just when they're having the beach day. She says something to her along the lines of like, Fudo is so much happier. He's like so much true. He's like more true to himself, and he's showing more of himself around us. And it's so refreshing. I think it's all because of you. That's like the only thing I can think of where those two actually interact in any capacity.
bro, I have so many issues with green gelato and Desimi, that whole backstory. Because first of all, her mask is not. like you can tell who the fuck that is underneath that mask. Like there's no way you wouldn't be able to tell that. And second of all, they had that whole beach episode before the Baxter episode between them, and his excuse for not remembering it was so traumatic. I push it deep down inside of my memory. Hearing her name one time after hearing her name and hang out with her for a whole day, like, doesn't trigger that trauma. What? Like it's just so
Mhm.
stupid, man. So dumb. How would you not know who she is?
Especially you could
But
tell by the voice, because
the
apparently she had the
voice
same exact voice when she was a child.
and her fighting style and how powerful she is, you think he would put two and two together, but
Math is hard.
the math is very hard. Two and
Mhm.
two is like six, right?
Yeah,
I
basically.
I'm sure someone can figure it out for us, right? Right, Towel? Josh, I don't know why you're hogging Towel's frame, you know? It's really rude.
I'm trying really hard to give them space to talk.
No, but yeah, it's just Jesus, man. Like nothing happens in the show. Nothing.
But there was a couple really funny moments though.
Yeah, I'm not
Like
saying I didn't. I'm not saying I hate the show. I'm just saying it went from like a solid like 5 for me to like now it's just like a 4. Like it's just like
wow, it didn't drop.
it didn't drop. I don't hate it. That's what I'm saying. I don't hate it. You have average and now you have like below average. Like I'm not saying it's a bad show. I'm just saying like don't set your expectations so high for this one.
This show for me went from like a one, like ready to drop it, to like a 4, 5. So
Yeah, for
I'll take that.
me, it went
I'll
from
take
like
that.
a for me, it went from like a 2.5 to 3 up to like I would say probably a 5, like right in the middle. And I think like I watched the first 4 episodes subbed, and I told you guys I switched it to dub this time around. It just kept my attention way better. I thought it was like it was surprisingly funnier than I would have thought. I mean, yeah, probably because I can understand it a lot better, and the humor or jokes are translated for me. But I don't know, like romance anime, like that's cool. It's fine. I like it. It's sweet. It makes my heart tingle. The funny things that happen in there, that's cool. It's awesome. I don't like the fan service too much. Like if that would have dropped,
Oh,
I don't
dude,
think it
that
added anything.
yeah,
It didn't add
there's
anything.
some shots
So
in there that were just like,
it
all
was
right,
just
come on, man.
it
Especially
was annoying because
that
like
nurse scene, you know, the nursery.
yeah,
yeah,
the nurse.
we need to talk about that episode. That episode was fucking weird, dude.
I I it's been a while. The last time I was this disturbed was me watching the Joker movie.
Yeah.
I was
All
so
all I have
uncomfortable watching this shit. Like it
all
was
I
giving me
have in
straight
my
up Joker
notes
vibes with him like doing his fucking stretches and shit. And you see his spine. I was like, Jesus, get me out of this, please.
all I have in my notes for that half of the episode is this shit with the nurse is weird in all caps. That's all I have
Yeah.
for the notes.
So to
Yeah.
give a little context for the situation, uh, Decibel was late. I felt bad for Fudo actually in that episode. No one showed up to his
That
book
part made me
signing.
fucking
Oh
that
yeah,
part
dude.
made
I
me
was like,
laugh my
oh,
fucking ass off, dude.
I was
And
like,
poor guy,
you'd
man.
think that people would show up because he's
yes,
the fucking
Josh.
Red Gelato Ranger
Thank you,
at
Josh.
least.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
that.
If
Like,
nothing
Well,
else,
well,
just
okay,
because he's him.
but yeah, I mean, his book was about like the anatomy of insects or whatever the fuck it was.
yeah, but
But
like,
who
Yeah,
would
but
be the
like, I don't
strongest
know.
insects?
y-
The same
Yeah.
shit
come
he
on, a
asked,
super fan not
Destiny in
showing
the
up.
first date.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I
it's a
don't have
real
a good
unreal.
equivalent to the real world, but it's like if a super popular person writes a book, even if it's about some shit that nobody gives a shit about, they're gonna go and get their book signed because it's that person and their autograph.
Yeah, yeah, it seemed a
Or
little.
they had to do that for the
That's how
show.
much his book sucked. Like even his fans were like, "Yeah, dog, nah,
Yeah,
I'm
dog.
good.
Yeah,
You
nah,
keep
good.
that
Same.
shit."
Yeah.
So then, so Destiny was supposed to go to the book signing, but she got sick because they were chilling in like the Arctic or whatever
Yeah, she's
without
chilling
any pants on.
in the fucking mountains with a broad underwear on. It's like, what is wrong with you?
That's her outfit, man. She doesn't get to
They
choose
were
it.
they were in an igloo. It's fine.
Fucking
But yeah, she gets a cold. her friends drag her to the nurse's office, and
She gets a fever.
the nurse is part of Gecko, one of the princesses,
Blood
and
princess.
This kind of pissed me off how
she
everyone was part of fucking Gecko.
Yeah, it's like they're fucking 100 different princesses. It's like keep showing up at her school. It's like
well no they explain that there's like all
I know
princesses.
they explained it. It doesn't make it any better.
And she's like the
I
school
don't
nurse,
like
so
it.
she's like a lot older than them, and I don't understand that,
They
but
told me why. I don't like it. They
Yeah,
told me.
they explained it and it made sense, but it's still fucking stupid.
Fair, no, what? Fair enough, sir.
Fair.
But she has like a a huge like motherly like maternity like complex. So like when Destiny gets put in the bed, she's just like, yes,
Ada.
you all know it's about to go down. And the Beast Princess knew it was gonna go down too, so her and the Steel Princess decided to team up to go against them, against the Blood Princess, and yeah,
Mommy, sorry. Mommy,
they got
sorry.
they
Mommy,
got dumped. They
sorry.
got trapped hold right into another nursery. They didn't even fight.
Fucking
No one fought back against this lady too. No one. No one was like kicking or screaming or anything like that. They just accepted the onesie that she gave them. You know,
Fire.
complete
hey,
ass
bro.
shot.
Hey, bro. So
The lullabies.
you're telling me if a sexy Dami mommy is like, put this onesie on and let me baby you, you're gonna be like, no? I'd be like, yes, sir, yes, ma'am.
Not in a public school.
I'd be like,
Yes, sir.
I'd be like, yes, ma'am.
That'd be the fucking
I'd be
grossest
like,
looking
mommy,
thing.
mommy, mama, milky mommy.
Jesus Christ, dude.
We have to cancel the podcast. This is it. We're done. Oh no, bro.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Fucking. mo- Okay. No.
Oh shit, dude.
Milky.
Stop.
Bitch, you
Stop.
want milk.
Stop. I'm begging you.
So then,
So
yo,
that episode's weird.
dude, it's
Eventually,
straight up
Fudo shows up.
pacifier. No,
Yeah.
Destiny's getting like a book read to her while she's like being coddled in like the
She's
mommy's
like, goo,
lap.
goo, goo,
Yeah,
goo,
all that
goo,
shit,
goo.
dude.
Eventually,
So fucked up.
the mommy nurse blood princess goes downstairs by the other two. Fudo shows up, and there's the sweet moment where she gets her book signed, yada yada. But it's still weird because like she's dressed as a baby, and Fudo's like, oh.
She's dressed as a baby, but it's like a fucking very sexualized baby. It was disturbing. It was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird.
You talking
Well-
about Decimate?
Yeah.
Well, no, and like before, like Fudo signed her book. Of course, Destiny's just like, read me a story.
Sorry, and Food's like, oh.
Oh,
Okay.
you want me to read my book? Hey, fuck yeah! These are the
Insect
insects with the muscles.
lived up to 1,000,000 times its own weight if the ant was the size of
So I have concluded the ant is the strongest of the insects.
So then, obviously, fucking Blood Princess just forgets about Desume because Fudo's like a good chunk into his book before she wakes up again. So she's hanging out with Beast and Steel Princess down there, and
Yeah.
just forgets about Desume.
Oh yeah,
She got other shit going on.
I would have liked to see the what's the other princess? The one that fucking has a heart on for Decimate?
the heat one.
Heat
The
princess.
Heat Princess.
Yeah, I would have liked to see the Heat Princess in there. She's the only one that wasn't there. Oh wait.
Bro,
So if
talk
all the
about
princesses are in the school, where the hell was like the judgment one? They explained it. Where the fuck is she?
She has a disguise on.
What if
bro.
she's in
Dude,
a different school, like
Bro,
younger
they-
grade?
Maybe she's done with school because like clearly the blood princess is older since she's the nurse. So clearly they're not all high school age. So
Bro,
maybe that
bro.
judgment
They're
one is
all at
just not
school.
in high school anymore.
Bro, we're thinking about
They're
it too
all-
much. Judgment Princess episode was after the kidnapping episode, and they didn't design her yet, so they couldn't put her in an episode. She wasn't a character yet, so they had just throw her in randomly.
You're right.
Judgment Princess was fucking dumb.
Yeah, I didn't really care much for her either.
But speaking of the fucking Flame Princess, literally just sexually assaulting Desumi throughout the school. Just I was like,
Yep.
is no one
Yep.
gonna stop this?
Yeah, she wasn't
Is
even
no
like
one?
trying to be subtle anymore.
She's like,
Yes.
I'm gonna force you to sit on that moon with me if it's the last thing I do.
I I liked how they did things with like the pink ranger, and she was like, I also like Fudo, but I'm happy for you guys. I'm gonna respect that, and I'm gonna help you guys. And her being coy, like, but I might steal away from you, aha. But like, actually, she never made a pass at him. She was totally loyal the whole time. Whereas then after the Heat Princess confronts Fudo, and she's like, I might steal her away from you, ha ha ha. She's just being blatantly like sexual grabbing her and just being so flirtatious. I'm like, dude, not cool.
Actually, it took me a while
Respect
to
I will
realize.
steal
boundaries.
her from you.
It
Not
took me a
She will
while to
be
realize
mine.
that
You will be
during
on the
the slumber
moon with
party,
me.
the one that was holding on to Destiny the whole time was that Heat Princess.
I knew right
Yeah.
away. They said they said Beast was like, I never knew you and Heat Princess were so close.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
know,
Desiree
and
was like,
I
I
just
guess this
it
just
like went
started.
completely over my head, and I'm like, oh shit, that's her. But
Yeah,
yeah, she doesn't even know who she
Yeah,
is. She's just fucking groping her the whole time.
Heat
yeah.
Princess is weird because first of all, she tries to blackmail Fuda or
Fuda.
Oh my
Fuda.
god!
Gabby
We
up.
we know what's
Gabby
on
up.
your mind, dude.
Freudian slip. Sorry, it's on the other browser. It's on the other browser. Sorry. Uh,
Delete
she
history.
she
Delete history.
she tries to blackmail Futo into being
I use her.
her like slave and being like her fucking submissive little boy toy. And she's
Like,
like, kiss my hand, or I will show the world that you and Desiree are dating. And he's like,
like
bitch,
nope.
bitch,
No,
what?
I will
Bitch,
not.
what?
You're
And then
not very
she's like,
good at blackmail.
fine, you know what? I was kidding. I'm in love with Desiree, actually, not you.
Yeah,
Dude, why the
so
fuck do they care so much about the picture? Be like, dude, fucking send the picture. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, no one
he
knows who
he
Send it.
Desiree is, man.
You're right.
well,
It's a shot from the
some
back too. Well, I guess they were
Yeah,
looking at
no,
each
they're
other.
looking at each other. You got a
They
full
were
like
looking at
side
each
shot of
other.
them. Yeah, but you already know like the media would like hunt her down and like completely like dive
her
bomb
parents
her.
would find out, and Gecko could find out, and
or
yada yada
yeah,
yada.
or like, why doesn't he Princess say instead of why don't you go to Desiree? Like, why you going to
Wait,
Futo
wait, 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 wait,
to
wait, wait, wait,
blackmail?
Wow,
wait,
you
wait, wait. I
fucking
just I just
put a
realized
fucking
something.
lock on it.
Fudo Fudo.
That's hard,
I just realized
bro.
something. So
Yeah, pun intended.
Flame Princess works for Gecko,
Yes,
and she
Yes.
knows who Red Gelato is.
yes.
What the fuck?
I was just about to say that. Why doesn't she go to Decime and blackmail her and say, "Hey, I'm gonna show Bossler this picture of you and Red Gelato together if you don't be my girlfriend"?
Holy shit, dude.
Plot holes.
I don't
I didn't even
know.
think about that. That just blew my
She would have
mind.
probably beat her ass.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But obviously she can't because she was ran away from her like that in the school festival.
It's because she couldn't use her powers at the school.
Hmm.
Hmm.
But she used her powers to be a cosplayer.
Yeah, that was part of the plan. 200 IQ.
Dude, that scene annoyed me too at the school festival when they're like using their costumes, like, you know. So their whole shtick was they want to sit on this moon and get a picture, so that'll like it's pretty much just like, yeah, we're gonna fuck later, you know. They fuck. And so their plan is
And
to
they're like,
walk past
insane about
everybody
it.
in their costumes and role play themselves as cosplayers. So
Hmm.
Red Gelato activates his suit and Desme activates her suit. So like, are you telling me that Gelato base doesn't track when they activate their suits?
I Trav.
Dude, if they
It's
okay,
not
wait,
that
wait.
Bro,
serious.
Too much
It's
If they
not
into
did,
it.
that
if they,
fucking
okay, wait, wait,
serious,
I'll
dude.
humor it,
that's
humor
the
it.
no,
If
that's
they
the
did,
first thing that popped in my head though, and I need to
okay,
share it.
if they did, you don't think the base would have fucking like got an alarm when Blue Gelato was like, j j j j j.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
was doing it like 100 times.
Yeah, but it's blue
Exactly.
Dude,
gelato.
that killed
It's
me,
Blue
bro.
Gelato.
They know blue gelato. They know red wouldn't like activate it all willy nilly, right? Because he is the peak of heroism.
He's done it before in the show, though.
You know what? That's why it's a 4.
Uh, Yeah. So, but the school festival episode is my favorite, just for two fucking scenes, man.
Well, go ahead.
2 scenes. So the first scene is when there's an obviously really like supposed to be really unattractive, unpopular couple walking down the
They were
hallway.
sweet though.
They were sweet, yeah,
They were
but
very sweet.
it was so funny because the girl's like, "Oh, we should go sit on the moon," and her voice actor was so good. He was like, "We can go sit on the moon,"
And then the guy,
and then the guy's like, "Oh, sweetiekins, we don't need to prove our love," and she's like, "Oh, you're right." And then
dude,
the beast princess is like, "Bitch, get the fuck off of him," and beats them with a fucking stick, bro.
dude.
Oh, it's so fucking
My
funny.
first thought when the dude said that was like, I ain't sitting on the moon with this bitch.
Damn.
I don't want people to know I'm dating her. But then they're on the moon later. And the Beast Princess fucking carried this episode. She was so funny the entire time. When
Mhm.
when Fudo and Destiny are hiding in the haunted house, she's like, "Is that like heterosexual affection I smell or something?" And she starts breaking shit.
She breaks a curtain with a
Flashback to the first.
Yeah,
wooden like
yeah.
sword. That's how mad
She
she
was
was.
she was funny. But then I had to pause. I was laughing so hard at this next scene. I don't know why it caught me so off guard. But Beast Princess is talking to Desmond like, "Hey, come on, let's go hunt some couples and beat the crap out of couples." And then she's like, "There's a chill in the air. Why do I feel this chill in the air?" She slowly turns around, and it's just fucking Fudo on his hands and knees, and Blue Gelato sitting on top of him staring. And then they cut all music, all sound for like 5 seconds. They're just like, and then he freaks out and runs after her, and she runs away. That cut, that like deadpan cut, I was in fucking tears laughing, dude. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
I enjoyed the scene too where the steel princess like was cuddling up to the bear guy, but it turned out
Yeah,
to be
me
a
too. Me too.
cosplayer.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
So like they're at the end of the festival being like, "Wait, you're not my sweetiekins." Yeah, I'm just a cosplayer. What do you mean?
Yeah, I went along with it.
Yeah, I just went along
You
with
love
it.
me.
Yeah.
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 And then she just
Oh
bitched him
my
out pretty
god.
much.
And eventually the real bear showed up and the dude was like out of his costume. He was like, I'm sorry.
Dude, that's such a really good costume.
That's another thing we have to talk about is that they just
What's the
straight up,
relationship?
yeah, let a princess and a bear. Like, I'm gonna say some. I don't want to even say it because it's so fucked up. But just imagine that, dude. Look how big he is.
Well,
And look how little she
okay.
is.
Hey, hey, hey. We know we at least know now that like apparently the boss dude is turning people into monsters. So at one point that was a man.
What if
I don't
the
care, bro. That's not
So
a man no more.
I know, I'm just saying.
what if the Bell appendage didn't get altered at all in the transformation?
Shut up. She better do her stretches. That's all I gotta say.
Yep, that's it. This is the last episode of this episode. This is it.
Okay,
Take it away, Towel. You got this from here,
you
man.
can't tell me no one else thought that.
Didn't they're in high school?
Bullshit.
They're in high
100%
school.
Bullshit.
They're in high school.
You all thought that.
110% I did not think that
You
was
Nope.
real.
all thought
You're the
that.
freak
High
here.
school.
You're the
They were
freak
in
here,
high
dog.
school.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. They're in high school.
Dude, the one thing that I thought as soon as she's like, I have a crush, that's it. I'm gonna confess my feelings. And she goes straight up to Ursaring, and he was just the happiest fucking bear in the world, dude. Just chilling on the fucking beach. He's like, yeah, I got a fucking sarcophagus on my fucking dick. Come at me, bitch.
Sarcophagus these nuts. Got 'em.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
During that whole episode where they were trying to like find Steel Princess's crush, I thought for sure she had a crush on Beast Princess, and they were gonna do that relationship. I'm
Me
She's
glad.
gonna have a crush on Decimi because it's either Decimi or fucking red ice cream.
well, no, I also thought it was gonna be Beast Princess because it felt like the whole episode they were like comparing, or like Beast Princess was comparing herself to Steel Princess, and she was feeling super insecure. So I was expecting them to basically have Steel Princess be like, "No, it's okay because I love you."
Dude, Beast Princess was the best character in the show. She was fucking hilarious.
Wait,
Her
how
and
about
Blue Gelato were so fucking fun.
The Pokemon Scarlet professor really carried this show.
Hmm. She was fucking funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could really name a favorite character in this one. They're just all kind of there for me.
I hated the two main characters. They were so annoying.
Yeah.
Desami is just the stereotypical generic perfect girl, and Fudo is a Homer Simpson.
What
Through
about
and through.
did you guys like the fucking oh shit. What's that one Pokemon's name? Dragapult? Some shit? From
Oh
Gen
my
8?
god! I was
Wasn't
gonna
it
mention, dude,
The
Dragapult? That's
that
a fucking
snake,
girl that's
that
buff as
snake.
fuck.
Yeah. No, dude, I
Dude,
cringed so
when
fucking
she was like,
hard.
bruh.
He's like,
Bruh.
"Bro,
Hey,
what you
what
think,
up?
fam? What the
What up,
fuck?"
fam? I was like, there's
Oh
no
my
fucking way
god.
I just listened to that in my ears at this moment. What is happening? And that came out of that. Holy shit.
Yeah. Okay,
The
we
fucking
want to talk.
I felt so I would have been felt so awkward if I was the fucking Ursaring, just walk up to this bitch, she's facing against the wall, ripped as fuck,
No, they made
fucking
sure they had a long shot of them slurping up their fucking ramen, just like. It's like, all right, Jesus, just swallow it already. Oh my God.
Well,
Hey, what up, fam?
in, in the in
I
the
need
last
tomorrow,
episode
bud.
too, after the baby completely obliterates them, there's like a long cut of all the beasts, and she's like, "Bruh, that was crazy." And then it cuts again. She's like, "I don't know what we're gonna do, fam." And I was like, "What is happening?"
Hold on, hold on. Mitch, did you also watch the dub?
Yeah, I watched the dub.
Okay, maybe that's why, because I have no memory of
Oh,
that. So that
dude,
must have been a dub specific
you
thing.
The
you
dub
missed
was
out
so
then.
What'd
dub
they
was
say in
so
the
funny,
sub?
man.
Huh?
What'd they say in the sub?
Not
Yeah.
that. I don't even remember. Just not that. It wasn't iconically cringe like that.
The dub
I
was
don't
If
so
they
know.
tried to say some shit like that in the sub and it was like it was subtitled, would have had no idea what the fuck they would be talking about.
the dub was
Mm.
so funny, man. It was
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
like
that's what turned it around for me.
the
Well, that's
the
why I
voice
recommended it at the start, dude. Like
the voice
it was
actors,
definitely good.
especially for like the side characters, so fucking good. Like the Fudo's was okay. Destiny's pissed me off a lot, but like for the side
Allow
characters,
me to
uh,
explain.
you
This
guys
is
want to talk?
ramen, and they won't stop fucking slurping it.
You guys want
No,
to talk about
I
the?
want to comment real quick about the English dub though. The fucking minions. Did you guys hear the minions like little grunts like yeah, yeah, yeah. That's how they talk to each other. Like they go into the lunchroom and all you hear in the background is like
No, I was
yeah.
that was annoying, and then they also had the laugh from Arumi, the fuck Destiny's sister, when she was in the train riding back. She's like,
Kick, 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 kick.
I like my big sister. I love her. I fucking hate the red gelato fucking ice cream cold motherfucker. I'm gonna fucking kill you, bitch." And then it pans off into the fucking into the sunset, and she's like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. In the sub, it was like kick, 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 kick.
Ugh,
But
I hated that episode. That episode was so fucking.
oh, with the little sister, dude, that one was just
The only
brutal.
good part. The only good part of that episode was the father.
Doing the fake dive. Oh, dude, absolutely. That
It
might be the best character, man, just for that scene alone.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I love that scene so much.
"What
He
did you
tr-
think when the sister backhanded Fudo?
I was like,
Just
oh.
fucking ripped the shit out of his mask, and they
was
could
there,
straight up
man.
see his face."
Yeah, they
Yeah.
couldn't recognize him though.
Okay, so this is going away from like the
And she
comedy
ran
of
into
the
the
show.
closet.
It's going away from the comedy show, but again, and correct me if I'm wrong. So Gecko's whole like sending out their squads to do all these battles and shit. Their whole purpose is to collect negative emotions, right? And negative
Correct.
energy. Okay,
Yeah.
because I was saying there was a part where like a group of grunts were walking down a hallway and they were like, "Man, good job taking 3 backfists today, and good job getting your ass kicked." Like they were like congratulating each other on doing a good job of losing. So are they purposely going out to lose just so they can keep going out and out and out and out?
Well, based on what the father said to us, it seems like the minions have been trained to just lose in different ways. They're in it for the long game.
Seems like a very
Dude,
like
like their whole purpose is to get the negative like energy and like create monsters, but then what? Are they just trying to dominate the world, pretty
Yeah, okay,
much?
no, because I'm confused too.
Yes, yeah.
'Cause when Bossler created the demon baby, he was like, "Now go wreak havoc on humanity." I'm like, "Wait, aren't you guys humans too?" Like,
Maybe
it was
that's why the
weird.
baby attacked.
Yeah, that
What if
is.
that's why that's the baby attacked? Holy
That
shit, didn't
is,
think about
yeah.
that. That's
Yeah,
fucking
I was
higher
like, "You guys are
IQ.
humans." Yeah,
Yeah.
so, I don't know.
And then the baby
And
just straight up ate the bear.
that was fucking wild, dude. I picked up the bear, I was like, "Oh, I was like, he's gonna probably,
No,
like,
and then
kill
the
him."
bear's like, "Oh no, 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 no!"
No, no,
Fucking
no. Wait,
absurd.
wait, 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 wait.
Yeah,
And then all the fucking rest of the beasts and all the princesses are just like, "Oh my god, he's getting eaten." They didn't try anything.
they're eating him,
That shit blew
and
my
then they're
mind.
gonna eat me.
I thought the demon was just like gonna like throw the bear like or punch him. Fucking ate him. I was like,
Yeah, that threw me off. Then grew
because
cannons.
I didn't think that the bear was gonna survive. Like I didn't know they were gonna like just do that stereotypical. Oh, he's still alive. I was like, they just fucking killed the bear. They
Straight up,
just
Yeah.
fucking
no,
killed the
right in
bear.
front of Steel Princess too. I was like,
Yeah.
God
I was like, oh my
damn!
Wild.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck they ate him. I don't know how that happened.
Like with the mouth? What do you mean?
yeah, with
Well,
mouth
yeah, but like, yeah,
tooth.
I know with his mouth. No, they're gonna suck him up his ass. Like,
Suck on that spine, bro. You know how it go.
man, that baby fucking opened wide, bro.
Don't say that ever again. Don't say that ever again.
Wait, you're the one that talked about shit being stretched out.
Yeah, that,
Yep. And for the bear too.
can we move
Dude,
on?
it's not fucking human, all right?
It's still a fuck. Okay, can we move
It's a
on? This is
collection of negative energy.
it was still cute.
I zoned
What
out. What were we talking about?
you didn't think at the end
No,
where
it's being weird.
you didn't think at the end where the baby was going, "Mama," you didn't think that was cute? I was like,
No,
"Oh,
the fucking sucker.
No,
Fucking shit.
I actually wouldn't like. Of course, they go that route too, because like
I would've
Okay.
fucking
that
dumped
happens
that shit
every
into the
time.
ocean.
I felt bad for the fucking demon child when the Gelato 5 were beating him up and he was like, and he was like making like really sad baby noises. I was like, stop hurting him. I was like, he's just a kid. Teach him the right way. Teach him to walk the path of justice. And they started beating up the baby, dude. They started
Walk
beating him up.
the gelato. The baby turns all gelato and shit.
Like it was so fucked up. They were just beating the shit out of a newborn baby.
They were just waiting for an excuse.
Yeah, how come he didn't eat the everything it captured? Like it like randomly ate like 2 or 3 things.
Plot holes, bro.
Yeah,
The only reason he ate Steel Princess was because he needed the steel to hold everyone, so Destiny and Fudo could save everybody.
Yeah, dude, that fight was funny for me, specifically for Pistachio, because he's like, "Yes, I'm gonna do the fucking finishing move." He does the whatever shit. He like slams him down. He's like, "Yes," and he just has a fucking debris just nail him on the fucking head, and he just falls right on the baby.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I couldn't finish the job."
Dude, that whole episode pissed me off so much. Like the whole plot of that episode pissed me off so much. I was like, Desme, first of all, you're being a bitch, and Fudo. Second of all, it's just a piece of fucking cake, and it's a commercial.
yeah.
What are you doing? It's not that serious. Like,
Well,
oh,
She made the macarons.
he's gonna cheat on me. He's gonna cut a cake for a commercial. Ah, and they're about to slay this demonic cake baby monster, and they're like, wait, this sword, this demon.
you
We're
know
like,
what this is?
ah,
Yeah.
ah, what the fuck? It's just a piece. It's just a cake, man. Just fucking cut the cake. So dumb. So dumb.
Yeah.
Speaking of the fucking Pistachio Man, we're gonna talk about his whole one episode backstory we got. We haven't talked about that yet.
I thought it was pretty funny that he would like get his ass beat, and he was just like, "Yeah, I was holding back. I can't harm my student." Just like with 3
Like,
broken
you went-
ribs.
Yeah, she's like, "You went easy on me," in his head. He's like, "You fucking kicked
Excuse
me."
me,
He's like,
what?
Bitch,
"You're
what?
straight for real." I'm gonna go all out. What the fuck? She held back. Shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And like the last fight they had too, it was so funny to me because like he was like, "Do not hold back. I will not hold back either, and we will finally decide this." She charges at him. He shits his pants, activates his gelato gear, gets fully decked out, and just gets one tapped.
Still, yeah, still beat.
Allow me to explain. Out of pure fear for his life, he activated his gelato gear when he got obliterated in 0.3 seconds.
Yes.
And she's like,
Oh,
you
you
held
were
back.
holding back again. Hmm. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I was. Yeah,
It's been so long.
yeah, I was.
I missed you.
I couldn't. I couldn't bear the fact to raise my fist against my brightest student.
I thought the part where he first meets Decime as a kid, and his sensei is like, "Okay, you come over here and help her like get the swing of things." He's like, "Okay, Decime, I need to see how strong you are so I can train you. Give me one punch." She punches him, and his whole life flashing before his
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah. He's like, did my life?
So fucking funny.
He saw the day he was born. He saw like his first birthday, and then it came cut back. He's like, did my life just flash before my eyes?
Yes. Yes, it did.
See, it's moments like that where the show has such many gold moments, but then it's just like a bunch of shit.
I
They get
will.
to dig.
I will say, pistachio gelato was better than I thought he was going to be. I thought he was going to be that super generic guy. The dark past. And it's super dark and lonely. I
Yeah.
was really sad when he dropped the food on the
Quiet,
ground though
lonely
for Fudo.
When he what?
When he like the pistachio guy came into Fudo's room with
Oh,
like
with
the
the
tray of
platter.
food. Dude, that looked so good. And he just drops it all. It's like, no, what a
Yeah.
waste.
The
You animated food.
my favorite part of that episode was the fact that we were completely correct in our, I mean, granted it didn't come to fruition, but we were completely correct with guessing and or predicting the fact that at some point we would see the at least the possibility of Desmi becoming the black fucking Power Ranger. And I saw that and I was just like, we were right. We
Like,
were right. It just makes so much sense.
what flavor would black gelato be?
Licorice.
Black cherry.
Cranberry.
Ugh,
Black
licorice.
cherry.
Fudo's the only one who gets to taste it though.
Taste the rainbow.
Strawberry, the flavor of justice. Soda, the flavor of
Soda.
courage. Lemon, the flavor of life.
Keep going.
Peach, the flavor
Go
of
on.
love. Pistachio, the flavor of fuck.
What, you don't remember it?
If that's what that tastes like, I don't
No.
know.
No, the question is, what would your colors be?
We've been over this
I
many a
would-
time. All the times we've played Call of Duty Zombies and Castle Crashers, we already know our colors.
I would be.
I would pick blue, but I'm pissed because this dude fucking
But you
ruined it.
wouldn't be him. You wouldn't be him.
What the fuck would I be then?
I feel like you'd be more akin to like the Green's attitude, but you'd be the blue guy or whatever.
No, I don't like it. Those are like, I don't know, man. I don't want any association with blue because of this fucking show.
Why, dude?
Okay,
Blue gelato's
fine.
the best, man.
No, he's
Blue-
riding his fucking friend. Sus
Blue
as fuck.
gelato's best gelato, bro.
What?
Actually, yellow gelato's best gelato.
I don't even
She is.
like soda.
She's a
Wait.
fucking queen, bro.
What? Yellow gelato didn't do jack and shit the entire show.
All she does is drink.
She's
and
hot.
She's hot.
She's hot.
She drinks alcohol. She's hot, dude. That's all I need.
Check mark. Drinks hot. Brain satisfied.
Yeah, that's all Mitch needs. Dude.
I
We know
must
this.
draw her now.
I can't. Dude, when Trav was like, what colors would be, my brain went to so much fucked up shit.
Oh, stop.
Dude.
How come no one says anything about fucking peach gelato?
She's
sucks.
nothing.
She's an actual child.
Bruh, she's in high school with them. She's the
They're-
exact same age as
But
Fudo.
she's probably she's like a freshman probably. And Fudo,
No.
it seems like Fudo and Desmi are seniors, and she's like a fucking freshman.
She's the same age as him.
Well, that's not how what a
Welcome
She's a
to
lot.
anime, my friend.
Bro.
Welcome to anime.
Yeah, Fudo's just fucking built different, and she's like your petite fucking shit. And
God,
then we have Destiny that's
you would
whatever.
love JoJo's then, Josh, because all those people are fucking in high school.
everything I've seen of JoJo's, and they're in high school.
Yeah, big buff guy, fucking with the hat. Yeah, he's in high school.
Hard, hard to believe.
I thought
Okay,
I,
okay.
I don't know why I expected
Jotaro.
the
I
tutoring
would be the
scene.
white chocolate, a flavor of cum. Oh shit.
For the third time, this is it. We're done.
Gosh, do you have Celebi on your pants?
I thought Yusuf was
Celebi
gonna,
on my pants.
I thought
What
Yusuf
this?
was gonna
The
keep talking.
dinosaurs.
No, I
I thought
did.
Yusuf was gonna keep talking and no one would hear me.
Mitch, you picked the
Oh, we heard
wrong
everything.
time to say
Even my
your
cow
shoot your
heard you.
shot.
Oh fuck.
Fucking exposed, bro.
He baited you.
I was gonna say that I don't know why I expected the tutoring scene to truly be like a tutoring scene, but
Yeah.
like with Fudo trying to tutor Pink Gelato, and he's just using like the most nonsense anatomical analogies for like mathematical equations that don't make sense at all. And then Destiny, she's like, the thing go fwap, boom, 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 bap, bap.
The team goes scrap.
It's like fucking it's not hot.
That's how I remember
Yeah.
shit though. It's just some stupid phrase I remember in my head.
Yeah.
1 + 2, that's 3.
I mean, that's a thing. You make up random phrases.
It's not my night. It's not my night.
Mitch, it took you a couple extra seconds to find out it was 3.
Unbelievable.
No, it's because I
Going
was.
off the rails.
I knew what that was. I was trying to remember what the lyrics were for the song. The lyrics are 2 + 2 is 4, minus 1 is 3. Quick mess. And I was like,
Yes.
You were
I
like
was
1
trying to-
plus 2
2 + 1, 3.
equals 3.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
It was
It's
just,
not
you
my
know.
night, bro. It's not my night.
Amazing.
I think you fit in perfectly in Cromartie.
So I'm curious,
would.
like, as where are you guys on the scale right now with the show? Did you leave it like liking it or disliking it?
So here's my thing with the show. I was here. Then I was like, oh, this is getting really good, and then it fell off at the end.
Is it all because of the cake?
Yeah, the whole final fight and the whole cake thing, and just the ending scene where it's like the true hero of justice and the true despicable, evil, horrible villain. I was like, she's not evil at all. So no. So, like I said, if this was just a school anime, I would have loved it. But the superhero stuff ruined it for me.
We could have gone without the nursery episode though.
Yeah, that one was pretty fucking weird.
that one was miserable.
I also could have gone without the freaking what's her name? The fucking Judgment Princess. That was kind of
Yeah, that episode was just kind of there.
yeah.
No.
They didn't really do anything with that princess.
No, she
No,
was
but
just
that's what I'm like. That's what I was bitching about. You know, the
And
start.
she found out who Destiny liked, and she just ran off into the night like fucking Batman.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I don't even know if there's gonna be a season 2 of this show, but I'm just assuming this is a wrap. But
yeah.
I don't think it was gonna be a season 2 because of the way they ended the show, which I was really underwhelmed and pissed off about because it's a romance anime. It doesn't give me any
Okay.
fucking closure.
okay, come on, dude.
Okay. It's not
Dude,
even.
it doesn't give me any closure,
I
bro.
would not call this a romance anime. It's rom-com. It's like a romantic comedy. It's not a romance anime.
Okay,
If you wanna
rom-com.
watch-
It doesn't give me any closure.
If you want to watch a romance anime, watch Toradora. That one's fucking great.
Yeah, usually with like normal romances that I've seen, you have like the main couple, but then you have like all the side characters that want to get in on one of those two characters. But like what Mitch said with the rom com, it's just whatever,
Just
you know.
complete random crap.
There's
Yeah.
like no like actual conclusion. They leave it very ambiguous, just to leave it up to
Yeah,
your, you know, idea on
yeah.
how it
I
actually
just don't
ended.
like. I just don't like that ending for this show.
Like if you want to watch a real good romance anime, watch Toradora, watch Love Chunbyo, watch Bunny
You're a
Girl Senpai.
liar in April.
Your Lie in April
You will
is
cry like
if
a
you want to
bitch.
cry. Like watch Plastic
Yeah,
Memories.
Yeah.
I watched Toradora. Your Lie in April is on my list, but
Oh my god, Your Lie in
What
April.
about
I thought
what about
Angel
the
Beats was pretty
ending?
good too.
What about the ending was like ambiguous to you,
to me,
or
or
Trav, or
to Trav.
whoever? What about the ending was ambiguous?
They don't like confirm that they actually become like an actual couple at the end. We don't know what happens
They've
between
been
the
a couple
Reaper
for a long
Princess.
time
Yeah,
already.
But
but it's
And they
not public.
so I
So
think
you
they did.
just assuming they're gonna be like a secret couple forever now?
They answered that. They answered that because the reporter was running up to them and she was like, "Oh, is this the blossoming of a fast friendship?" And then Destiny beats the shit out of Futo again. She's like, "Ha ha,
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
but
will
that's
meet again."
Yeah, and then when the show ends, it pretty much says their shit stays a secret. They're on the evil side, and then the side
So
of
it's
justice,
same old,
and it
same old.
shows the screen with all the shit fucking hitting the fan in the background, and they're still having their picnic. But we know that now she's probably gonna go to college, and so is he. So she's gonna leave Gecko, fucking Geico, and then he's gonna then
it's
get a
like
second scoop of
18% on there.
gelato, and now they're gonna be able to, you know, fucking smash in private and fucking eat macarons
yeah,
and omelets and fucking bake cake
yeah,
and fucking beat the baby up.
yeah. That
Oh yeah. Yeah, that baby's gonna become trouble again.
I liked it from the beginning, and I still liked it at the end. I know you guys keep comparing it to other romance animes. I don't think that it was trying to be the best of the best. I think it was trying to be a rom-com.
Okay, okay.
And so that's why I still enjoyed it. And again, I haven't seen those other ones, but it's like if you compared all like Marvel movies to like Infinity War or Endgame, it's like, yeah, they're all gonna fall short because they can't all be that, and they're not going to be.
Okay,
So to compare them to the best things is not always a fair comparison. I don't think that this was ever trying to be a super serious, super like methodical, intricate, yada yada story. It was trying to be fun. And
okay,
yeah, there were probably a bunch of stereotypical things, but like I imagine that like they were fully aware of that while they were making the show, that it was stereotypical in a lot of ways.
okay. To that point, I will say there are better rom-coms that are way funnier, like Kaguya-sama Love is War. And then there are deep, actual, real romance anime that are fun too.
Well,
Like,
you also have to understand, Josh, that we're going into the show with already experience with all these other shows, so we already have like a second set of expectations going into this show. And
mhm.
when they're already checking off all the boxes of what we expect and not doing anything new or interesting, our opinions on it are going to differ from you because you haven't experienced as much as us. So that's just where our
Then
lines cross.
I'll be the devil's advocate. I'll be the layman supporter and say I enjoyed it. I think for
Yeah, it
people
was
who
fun.
I never said it was
just want
bad.
to have a fun,
I'm
yeah, I mean,
it's a solid show. No,
You
I
said it
don't
was
think
below
this is a
average.
bad show. I don't think it's a bad show. I just don't think it's a great show. It's solid. If you want to watch it, go ahead, but I mean, set your expectations low. It's not going
I
to
mean,
like blow you away.
it had everything a stereotypical rom-com slice of life romance anime had. It had a beach episode, a school festival episode. It had the main couple get into different relationships with other people. It was just
Different schools
the
too.
most generic, basic thing with the spice of superhero that kind of ruined it. Like if they would just went full generic, I thought it'd been funny because some of the characters were really cool, but they tried too hard to be that little uniqueness, and it was like, it's not for me.
I agree with that, and then like what I mentioned before, take out the fan service entirely, or just dial it back a bit. Like have it be more normal. Like these, I don't know, they're all fucking high school, dude. Come on, chill. I mean, they do that shit in anime, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
a
it's
little too
anime.
much.
It's
It's too much. It was too much for me.
just an expectation now. anime. It's if it's in the
And
high school, obviously they're gonna have that beach scene where they get super fucking
and
in the
Mhm.
crevices.
you have to remember that it's a different like the oh she's in high school. It's different in Japan because our age of consent and all, like we think an adult is 18. In Japan, I'm pretty sure it's 16 that's the age of consent. So if it's a high school senior and they're sex posing a high school senior, it's not there's nothing wrong with that in Japan where we find issues with that. So you have to weigh that as different over there. So
And the whole like obsession with like people in maid outfits and like seeing them like dressed up as a baby, that could be things that they are more into. Whereas, I mean, the maid thing I feel like wasn't that bad, but the baby thing, we were all like, "What the fuck?"
well, I think the baby thing was that was we were supposed to be like that. I think that was the goal. It wasn't like supposed to be.
Well, it
Like,
seems like Mitch is really into it. He wants mommy to wrap him up and shit.
yeah, I'm into
Same.
mommy. I'm not into the baby.
So like if
But like
if she was like
The way that
put on
Fudo
this
reacted,
pajamas.
Bro, if Blood Princess showed up and was like, Mitch,
13.
put this onesie on, suck on this binky, and lay on my lap, I'd be like, yes, mommy. Read me a story, mommy.
God bless you,
Bro, I
sir.
just looked it up. I just looked it up. The age of consent is 13.
That's what I thought. I knew it was super,
Wow.
super low in Japan. So yeah, so it makes sense why it's so. I mean, it's fucked up for us because we live in America and the age of consent's 18, right? It's different over there. So
Yeah, but I guess then you can understand all our disgust still with it because
yeah,
obviously it's not a normal thing for us.
Difference in culture.
yep, difference in culture.
ye-
So yeah.
Not talking shit, but it's low.
yeah. So even though I enjoyed it, I do think like putting it in the range of 4, 5, 6, somewhere in there. Like again, like you said, it's not the best. It's not absolute dog shit. You can watch it. You can enjoy it. Maybe you won't enjoy all of it,
Mhm.
but it's not terrible. It's
Yeah,
not amazing, but it's not terrible. It's
I,
passable.
I would give it probably overall like a 4 at the high end. I would give it like 3.5 probably.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would probably I would go right in the middle. I
And
would say
Josh,
5.
I think once you actually once you watch more stuff similar to this, you would agree with that ranking. I feel like.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
The only way for like a show to get even lower on my scale is like if it really starts to annoy me and aggravate me. But I think
Yeah.
overall, I think the whole setting of the show was started off interesting, but they didn't really do too much with it. Nothing really has any meaning in the show, and there's some really funny scenes that I enjoyed, but aside from that, it really didn't blow me away. So that's why I wanted to give it a 4.
Fair. Yeah.
I think 4 is a fair spot
I
for this
think
show.
I think
Yeah.
4 is good. That's
I'm sure as I see more and stuff, my opinion will potentially shift or whatever. I just didn't want it to be the case that we left like we left the conversation saying like, yeah, it wasn't great, like it's fucking miserable or whatever. Like
no,
it's
that's
not
Trinity 7.
absolute terrible. It's not like you would hate it from beginning to end. There are times when it is enjoyable and it is fun. And if you haven't watched it, I think it's worth watching.
Let me tell you, for me, it was pretty bad until the school festival, and I laughed. I just it
Dude, what episode was that? Like 9
was 8. It was
Yeah.
episode 8, I think.
Wasn't there something in our first episode of this episode on this anime
of
that
this
you said that
episode?
Yes,
you like
yes.
were crying
It was
laughing from?
episode 4 or 3 when Futo is just staring at Desme while
Oh
she's
yeah.
having this deep monologue out. He's just like, I wasn't fuck. So,
Oh.
like I said, this anime has moments of gold sprinkled in. You just have to dig through it. Like this, it has some of the funniest shit I've ever seen in anime, but you have to really look for it
Yeah.
and dig through a lot of crap. I think,
The
but
true
it's
prospectors won't give up.
it's there. So
Just take out the just take out the nursing scene. We're good. We're
yeah,
good.
that's the fucking
We're
strange.
good.
That'd be okay.
Unless we put mommy in the nurse or the baby outfit. What?
I would like the first 3 seconds of the intro and the last 2 seconds of the intro gone because I hate the little baby squeaks in the beginning and end. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, where you have like there's like two voices, right, that sing in the intro, and then you have like a little squeaking, like high pitched, like babyish voice is one of them.
Okay, here's the question.
I don't like that.
The
I
more
think
that you
like it
listen
just
to
seems like
the
really childish, so I don't like it. But
the more you listen to the intro, did you hear what I was hearing? Like the similarity to the JJK? Not anything with the voices, just like the horns and stuff. It was like sped up
I
more.
I
No,
don't know. I started to skip it.
I don't
I'd
hear
have to play
that.
them side by side, then maybe you'd finally hear it, but I couldn't unhear it at the first time I heard it.
I don't hear that because because I don't think any of you have watched Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, but it's the same band that does that opening. So every time I hear this opening, I hear that opening.
I definitely heard themes from them though.
Yeah, I like the opening. I think the opening is great.
Yeah, I got nothing bad to say. I like the outro. I like the intro. You know, all around. It was
I
just solid.
liked the I liked the opening. I just didn't like those like the beginning and the end of it. So,
I have no idea what you're talking about, by the way.
well, if you maybe we can play it after and you can hear it.
Okay. Okay.
What, we talk off stream? No way.
Yeah.
Because
We're
I'm
only
breaking.
friends on stream.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. But it seems like we are out of stuff to say for Love After World Domination, right, guys?
Yeah.
So with that, we are going to be ending the stream for tonight. So whoever hung out, thanks for hanging out. Josh appreciates it with his towel. And we'll be back with another show after Mitch files his white gelato application form. But we'll have to wait for that later. But yeah, play the outro.
On the next episode of this episode, Trav, Josh, Mitch, and Yusuf move on to episodes 1 through 6 of Megalobox 2 Nomad. We may be down, but we're not out. Show us you still have the moves by liking, subscribing, and turning on notifications. Let's keep going strong and fighting together by listening to us on Spotify and watching us live at twitch.tv/DutchRe every Monday night. Ya es hora de enfrentarnos a nuestros demonios, ¿no?